Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is PastorDowell. Man, I can't even see that right there. All right, check this out. I think people are starting to figure it out that Donald Trump is not only a man of words, but a man of action. This president is slinging executive orders all over the place. While you go back a few videos, I explained to you exactly what executive order is. But I'm telling you, he ain't playing. It's obvious he ain't playing. Now, from what I see, from the outside looking in, is this. Now, all of a sudden, I remember they had protests, Black Lives Matter. And then they had protests when the blacks were being killed by cops. And then they start tearing up cities and everything. Now we got something going on right now. Now we've got a bunch of liberals in the streets. Now they're tearing up public property. And it seems like the news media is for them tearing up public property. It's just utterly amazing. And do you think that they're out there protesting and tearing up public property, destroying businesses and everything else? Do you think that they're really truly out there because they're interested in jobs? No. Them people out there protesting because they want more handouts. They know that their welfare checks, their EBT cards, and all kind of stuff is getting ready to go bankrupt. They want more stuff. That's what it is. They want more stuff. That's the reason why they're out there protesting. Now, it just came in hot off the press is Sprint to create 5,000 more jobs. Sprint. Now, see, when we start talking about companies like this, we're not talking about these service sector jobs. You know, where you get paid minimum wage. And you're mostly cleaning the toilets and flipping hamburgers and stuff like that. Well, I don't think there's nothing wrong with it, personally. I mean, I would do any job necessary in order to feed my family. And it's utterly amazing because they're complaining about jobs that's going to pay a high amount of money to Americans. It's just backwards. And then we got Madonna threatening to blow up the White House. Now, how many times have you been on YouTube and you saw YouTubers say something in reference to the governor? Next thing you know, they got the FBI knocking at their front door. And why isn't Madonna locked up for treason? Why isn't she locked up? I mean, she could be part of the Taliban. I mean, it's just utterly amazing, isn't it, what goes on in this country and what people can say and get by. But then little old small fries like me, I can't say that stuff and get by. Utterly amazing. So guess what? Now President Donald J. Trump signs an executive order to build a wall. And he says Mexico is going to pay for it. Well, with that, the jury is out deliberating right now because first of all, it's going to start with taxpayers. We're already a broke country. We're extremely broke. Every single American in this country, already owes towards the national debt $220,000. That's just utterly off the chain. I mean, what was it? 10 years ago, it was $63,000, something like that. But I mean, it's off of the proverbial chain. And what is Mexico going to do about it? Of course, they're going to disagree with it. Of course, the president said it goes against our dignity and all this other stuff, and we're not going to do it, and we ain't going to do it. He's supposed to say stuff like that. It's political. But I promise you, Mexico needs the United States. The United States don't need Mexico. And when President Donald J. Trump saying America first, notice he's doing all this without Congress. That's pretty much what executive orders do. It's almost like, Caesar. He's getting the will of the people out there as opposed to the will of the politicians. I mean, Ted Cruz the other day said a new era has come in. Yeah, a new era where you bootlickers are not lining your pockets by the mainstream modern paradigm of globalism. And now all of a sudden, you want to play congressman. You're going to play senator. I mean, a true senator is just utterly off the chain. And heads are turning. Heads are turning. Heads are spinning. The VA is getting revamped. Man, there's so much corruption at the VA. I mean, they've been hiring felons and criminals, giving them positions and jobs. And they've been taking drugs and selling them on the black market. The people who work at the VA. Oh, man. Crime is getting ready to go down a lot in this country. And it's obvious. I'm telling you, it's a sad situation what's going on. It really is. I don't agree with the part that the American taxpayer has to pay for this wall because we're paying for everything. I guess American First also applies with us paying for it first too as well. But I tell you, Mexico, that wall's going up. And it's going up within a few months. And I know people don't like it. And it's totally irrelevant. Because what we're seeing here is we're actually seeing a politician, rather than running on campaign promises, he means what he says. And he says what he means. And that's all there's to it. And it's getting done, regardless of whether people like it or not. And I can't wait to see the mudslinging that's going to take place in that Senate chamber up there. I really, truly can't. I want to hear these because pretty soon our Senate is going to become like Parliament over there in Britain and stuff. You know, when you say something, people ain't going to be able to hold their resolve like they do on camera. They're going to start slinging fists at each other. We need some popcorn. That's what we need. I told you, get ready. A few videos there I said, told you, get ready for the ride of your life. You're getting ready to see change that you can believe in. I'm telling you, seeing it. I don't get it, though. Thus far, repealing Obamacare, building the wall, signing all type of executive orders. Well, I guess I got to get a little bit more informed to see what he's talking about on the Dakota Access. Now, that one is going to be something. That one is going to be something. Whoo! He also signs, he stops Obama's 221 million to Palestine and cuts off sanctuary cities. I mean, it's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. He's doing so much in the first couple of weeks of his presidency. This is more than Obama did in 8 years. And let me go ahead and tell you, y'all might as well get ready for this ride for a solid 8 years. Depending on if he lives that long, but a solid 8 years. President Donald Trump will be the president of the United States of America for a solid 8 years.